Hello, NightIIJester here. Sorry about that. Yeah, NightIIJester here, and this is my post-initial impressions video for Modern Warfare 3. I've had a bit of time to adjust to the gameplay, and just gonna let you know what I think about it, the pros and cons. Yes, there are plenty of both. As you see here, I'm using the MP7. It's an excellent weapon for the game. In real life, not quite sure. It fires a 4.6, which is a super small caliber. In the game, it's pretty awesome. It reminds me a lot of the Mac 11 in Black Ops, except it actually works at killing people. And it's quick to pull up, allows for very fast movement and dodging, has the white dot sights. It works very well with the silencer, and it actually works great at both short and long distances. For long distances, of course, you have to burst, but it will actually kill people in a couple bursts, so it's very nice. So yeah, I have kind of a love-hate relationship with this game. I love to win, I hate to lose, because usually when I lose, well, as you'll notice kind of here, it's kind of glitching out. Yeah, I kept that in there for a reason. And of course I'm not perfect, and when I lose it is legitimate sometimes. It's just, I hate it when I lose because the game's glitching out, and from experience with the first week, a lot of times when I was playing in a laggy lobby, it would literally pause every other second, sorry. And yeah, it's kind of hard to be accurate and play when it's pausing every other second. Now you may say, hey, what just happened there? Yeah, I actually didn't walk through the walls in the actual game. I killed that guy, and then I ran over into this building. But I thought the game was over because I was trying to reload and it wouldn't let me reload. But something happened and the game resumed and all was good. And I'm sure part of the reason I went 30-0 was because I had a slight lag advantage on people here. Like when I get some of those knives, maybe they actually knifed me, I don't know. But either way, I won 16 in a row. I'm a legitimate player. I just chose this one because it's not every day I go flawless. Anyways, more about the game. The weapons are great. Like every weapon has its purpose, is actually useful, works in this game. Now, there is one gun that I still think is overpowered, and that's the PP90. I believe that gun is overpowered because when I'm in laggy lobbies, it seems to give them an advantage, like a super advantage on me. It's just, I guess, because it has a high rate of fire, the bullets just register super fast. I don't know, but I think that gun's a little overpowered. I tend to equip that when I'm in a laggy lobby. Yeah, and then I start killing people. It's how I realized the AK-74 was a little overpowered in Black Ops, when I can't kill anyone and then suddenly I equip one particular gun and suddenly my bullets register and I can start killing again. That's how I know the gun is overpowered. It's a personal test of mine. And of course, let's talk about quick scoping. Of course, everyone has to talk about QSing. And you know, my opinion remains the same. I still think it's a flim-flam, just personal opinion. Especially in this one because it's like true auto aim at its finest, because you only have to basically half bring up your scope. Like, I still respect hard scoping, I just don't respect when you can't even see the person in the scope and you can still hit them. Then yes, that's auto aim. Now, I have no personal qualms against it, I guess, because I think it's alright that they kept it in the game because it's not super overpowered, and when I get killed by it, it's just as ridiculous as when I got killed by it in every other game. So as you noticed, my kill streaks did reset. I think that's pretty cool, because now you have some incentive to remain alive instead of just offing yourself or dying so that you can get your kill streaks again. Now, this isn't something that happens to me all the time, but it is cool when it happens. So, we have a host switch here. Pretty sure that guy probably knifed me, and it gave me the knife, so that's why he left, and we had a host switch. Okay, back to the cool things about this game. I love that they kept theater mode in, and I actually don't mind that you can only view yourself from first person, because it means that your gameplay is unique to yourself, unless someone else has access to your account. But with theater mode, it means I can play with my HDMI connection on my monitor, which is great because there's zero input lag. And what I mean by that is when you play on a TV, or most televisions, just like spin around in a circle and then stop and see how long it takes it to respond, or press L1 to bring up your sights and see how long it takes. It's not that long, like milliseconds at most, I don't know exactly. but there is a slight lag between your input and when it registers on the screen. Crud, I ran out of time, but quickly, the things that I don't like are the fact that I still play in South American lobbies, and also when I play with my friends, we used to play, he lives in Korea right now, and we used to play in European lobbies because it wasn't very popular in Korea or Japan, so it would automatically put us in European lobbies. But since this game is like the bee's knees in Japan, we're constantly playing in Japanese lobbies, and they have a super advantage on us because they're always hosts, and that sucks. Oh, by the way, did you notice how different the theater mode replay was from the kill cam? Because the kill cam is an actual representation of the live gameplay. The theater mode is not, and if you haven't realized that by now, then no offense, but you're kind of dumb. And by reading the responses on an IGN commentator's video, there's a lot of ignorant people running around there saying, oh, on consoles you don't actually have to shoot at the person, or this guy kills them by shooting behind them, I actually have to shoot at them. And you own the game and you haven't realized that there's a difference between theater and actual gameplay. It's okay, because I'm telling you now, there's a difference between theater mode and actual gameplay. It shows the enemy's actual position and not the position you saw when you were shooting at them. You can also watch the 2 videos I've made on theater mode versus live gameplay. Those videos were made for Black Ops, but it's still applicable. I may make a new one for Modern Warfare 3, so someone will actually watch and spread the word to their friends. But back to things I don't like about Modern Warfare 3, the support class, but it's not what you think, just in free-for-all. Because typically when I'm going up against a good player, I don't care if you're bad and using the support class, it's when you're good and I have a tough time actually competing against you and you use the support class, because it's great at killing lemmings. And no disrespect, but when it's just me versus you and everyone else is just filler, then it makes it very tough when you call in a stealth bomber and kill everyone, and then you call in an Osprey care package and then kill everyone else to win. And I'm running my assault class that I'm not racking up the kill streaks with. But speaking of competition, that kind of brings me to something I don't like about this game also, is it's another huge popular game that thrives off of competitive multiplayer, which is fine, but when you have competitive multiplayer, you know, there are egos, there are feelings that are hurt, you know, when people lose, they're upset. And, you know, for the gaming community, that's never good. And I always feel bad when I have a huge advantage and I can tell, like a lag advantage or something. Even though I have cruddy internet, I still sometimes have a lag advantage. And I always feel bad because it's not fair to the other person, you know. The fact that I'm killing them is because I have a second or two to react before they do. And that's just not fair. So until they fix lag issues and all that stuff, competitive multiplayer will never be fair. And all that makes me miss the days of offline multiplayer. GoldenEye was probably the first multiplayer game, like against other players game that I played, and I love GoldenEye. It was so frustrating at the time, but as a kid I got pissed at every game, like Mortal Kombat. Oh man, that made me so upset. But anyways, yeah, that was super fun. And there were no lag issues, other than the N64 having a horrible frame rate sometimes, but other than that, and you know, moving on up to Call of Duty 4, used to sit on the couch playing that with my best bud, one of my best buds, Subliminal Psycho, and you know, we had a lot of fun playing online. That was the first big online game I ever played. And I had a lot of fun. It was still frustrating, of course, but I skipped over World at War, which I'm not too upset at. And Modern Warfare 2 was when I really started getting pretty decent at Call of Duty. And, you know, the fun factor dropped a little bit because if I didn't do well, it wasn't as fun. And I hate that mentality, but that's the way it works, you know. So my punishment for not getting that last kill is I had to watch someone else's kill cam. I'm still surprised I won. I joined really late and didn't think I had a chance, but I won, so that's cool. And thanks for watching my post-initial impressions video, because I've had the game for quite some time, so these are not my initial impressions. These are my current impressions. Goodbye.